So if all goes well today, it's gonna be a good day. Two reasons. One, we're gonna be getting started on I'm not gonna say some mods, but we're gonna definitely get started on some changes for the Integra. Today is also Saturday, August 29th, which means we got some car parts coming in for the Supra. The point of today's video isn't necessarily the parts for the Supra, but it's kind of like overlapping, so we're gonna have both of those things here. But today's video, what I wanted to actually go ahead and get done is I wanted to go ahead and start some new interior pieces. Yesterday I went out and found an Integra that was getting parted out, and I bought the door cars off of it and some trim that was up on the front dash. I want to just have fun with it. I want to be able to experiment and learn with this car, and so there's literally nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with my door cards. The door cards are completely fine, but I want to have some fun with them. So I'm thinking about changing up the leather on the outside and definitely changing up the cloth on the inside. And I don't know, we're just gonna go ahead and kind of head over to a store, or head over to Michael's right now, get some fabric and whatever I like, and then just kind of go from there. So we fast forward a few hours, and I had to go and freshen up, take a shower, do all that, because out of nowhere I got the worst case of allergies. I was sneezing like crazy. I ended up going to the fabric store, got the fabric. Michael's didn't have anything, but the one thing I did buy from Michael's was some adhesive spray. I'll show you guys that in just a second. We did get the fabric, which is currently sitting in the trunk of the Integra. We got about 2.5 yards of this, and it's a lot wider than you guys think, but it's like a suede material. I don't know if you can see the change on camera. I feel like this will look pretty dope on the door cards. These are the door cards that I was talking about that I got yesterday. So there's this one, and there's one under it, which are in a little bit better condition than the ones that are currently on the car. It is pretty hot outside. It's pretty warm. It's actually a good day to go ahead and paint. So like I said, we're gonna go ahead and take those interior parts that I had out of the Integra, maybe go ahead and start laying out the suede onto the door cards. The first thing I want to do is actually go ahead and paint all those other little trim pieces for the Integra, and that's basically like the vent, the hood cluster cover, and all that type of stuff. I'll just go ahead and pull them out so you guys can go ahead and see them. Here's one door card, driver's side door card, one vent, two vent. These are going to be the ones that I'm talking about painting. 3 vent, 4 vent, tiny little ones that go up on the top of the dash, and the cluster hood, or whatever you call them. They're called cluster hoods on the Miatas. I don't know if they're the same thing on the Integras. I'm pretty sure they are. It just kind of covers where the gauge would be on this side. So these are the main parts that I want to go ahead and paint. The door cards, once again, those are going to be refinished on this suede canvas that I got at a fabric store. So the door cards I'm not really too worried about right now, because I still have to go ahead and take out, you know, like the buttons for the windows and the power switches and then the speakers. I gotta go ahead and take all that stuff out. But for these parts, basically all they need right now is to go ahead and get washed and cleaned and then prepped for paint. So from here, basically all we got to do now is wait for the parts to go ahead and dry, and then we're gonna go ahead and start painting them up. I just want to paint them black again. So they're already black, but I want them to be like a nice dark revived black, because the car is 25 years old, and so obviously some of these trim pieces are going to be like faded, or they're still going to be black but not as black as they should be. So we're just going to go ahead and kind of restore the black, also hit it with some clear coat so it has kind of like a gloss type of look to it, at least on like the vents and all that type of stuff. So we're just gotta wait now for these guys to go ahead and dry, and then we'll go ahead and start painting right away. If you are unskilled like me, invest like $5 to $7 in one of these little handles for spray cans, and you'll be able to spray a lot more evenly. Trust me, if you're not skilled like me, do it. Get one of these. This is basically where we're at. So we got all these pieces now freshly painted. This guy is the only one that hasn't gotten clear coat. Something that I noticed that the paint was doing is it's kind of giving it like the paint is kind of giving it like a tacky type of look. At first I didn't like it, to be completely honest with you, but it honestly kind of grew on me. You can see a lot of the glossy look like up here, and then down here it gets a little more tacky. I mean, other than that, I mean, it's quite a big of a difference. If I like take this guy and put it over here, it's definitely going to be, you know, quite a bit of a difference compared to the original one. So definitely looking forward to going ahead and putting these guys in. I'm not going to do it right away. I'm going to let these guys dry for a few days, just so that the paint really sets in, and everything should be good to go. Still not too sure what I really want to do with my dash just yet. The dash is really good, it's really clean. Another part that I do want to go ahead and paint is going to be this part of the center console, or I guess like the climate control portion of it. I do want to go ahead and paint that at some point. I feel like part of me really wants to do the suede as well. So I have suede back there, the suede fabric that we were going to use for the door cards, but part of me really wants to use it for the dash as well. But I have to like figure out whether I'm gonna do that with the dash still in place and just take everything out, like all the vents, climate control, and like, you know, tilt the steering wheel down, or if I'm gonna take apart the whole dash, take it out and do it that way. It would be more time consuming, but it would, you know, give us the chance at like getting the perfect like look. If you guys have any ideas, go ahead and drop a comment down below. If you guys want to see the suede, go ahead and drop a comment down below. Just drop a comment down below, let me know what you guys think I should do with the dash, because I'm kind of stumped. The door cards, I think I might just end up taking these apart later on inside. I'm probably just gonna take apart, you know, like the control panels, take out the parts that need to be taken out. This is already done. I need to take this guy out, take the speaker, take that one out. But, you know, just kind of get it all prepped up so that we can go ahead and put the suede. But I don't think I'm gonna actually be doing it today, so I'll leave that for another video. We did get some progress done. It might seem like, you know, this video was, I guess, kind of pointless, because all I really did was paint some interior pieces, but the little things make a huge difference, and if you take your time, everything turns out really good. So like I said, I really took my time with these guys. I mean, I let them dry for a few hours before I came out, and I just really like how they turned out. So they have like that kind of like tacky type of look, but at the same time it's like a gloss finish, and so those are the only parts that I feel like would look dope in like a gloss finish. I'm contemplating on doing my dash in the suede, because I feel like this with the suede would look freaking dope.
God removes people from your life because he heard conversations you didn't.
Oh, there's your daily wisdom on Valley Wisdom. There you
Valley
go.
Wisdom.
Your daily Valley Wisdom. So we're all making fun of Gavin because he can't rest his arms on the car. Couldn't be me. Alright, so this is where we're gonna end today's video. Everything's already done getting painted. The Integra is the same. Didn't really do anything to that because all the exterior pieces or the interior pieces that we got, like I said, were from a part out that I got yesterday. So the door cards are all taken apart for us to go ahead and start laying out the suede on it, but we will probably go ahead and do that another day for another video. So all the interior pieces, like I said, are all freshly painted. So those are gonna look nice once the suede gets laid in on the car. And I still gotta figure out the whole dash situation, but I got some homies to help me out with that later on. So yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Next video will be me transitioning a little bit from the Integra to the Supra. So we'll finally be installing the turbo kit, or at least mocking it up, so that we can go ahead and kind of see generally like what it's gonna look like. There's definitely things that I need to go ahead and put on, like adapters and lines and all that, so we'll go ahead and take care of that in the next video, so stay tuned for that. Remember to stay up, stay tuned, and peace out guys, until next time.